There is so much stress, so much panic and chaos going on in the world right now. It's hard to look anywhere without hearing about the coronavirus. And a lot of these things, yes, it's important to talk about, but a lot of these things just continue to fuel fear. So on this video, I want to share some things that you can do right now to help yourself stay calm, to help be the best possible you can be in a time like this and a crisis, and how that is actually going to benefit your body, your overall health, your immune system, as well as the vibration of the planet. Hey, welcome back to another video. My name is Karen Michelle. I am here to help you live your truth. And coronavirus. Okay, there is so much to be said about this, and obviously I'm not going to get into all of the depths of what's going on. There's so many conspiracy theories, there's so many different ideas being thrown out there's so much being shared in the media, there's a lot that's not being shared in the media. So what do we do in a time like this when there's so much uncertainty and a lot of this chaos and negativity and fear being spread? So obviously, I'm not trying to take away from what's going on. All I want to do on this video is share with you how you can still show up your best way, release some of the stress and tension that you might be feeling and the fear you might be feeling because of this, and also show you how you can stay in your most healthiest state of mind, body, and soul, and then spread that. Because talked about it in other videos, and you can click up there to check one of them out about your vibration and the vibration and the frequency of different emotions. So when you are in a fear vibration, like you're down here, that's a very low vibration, and it just continues to create more fear, and it spreads more fear. And this is one thing that the media does on a daily basis, whether we're going through coronavirus or not. But just in general, the media tends to focus on fueling fear, creating panic, making everyone be like, oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on and what can I do? And they feel hopeless, helpless, and usually end up in a paralysis of inaction. And this is not what we want. I want everyone in the world to be using their gifts, to be making a difference, to feel empowered and strong. And the only way you get to that is by focusing on the positive vibrations, getting yourself out of the negativity, the fear, the trauma, and getting into love, getting into abundance, getting into joy and compassion and all of these beautiful emotions. And that's when you can spread that energy around, okay? So that's a little side note. You can check out one of my other videos to learn more all about that. But right now, okay, so we look at the coronavirus. We look at what kind of people are being most affected, right? People with existing health issues, who are in a certain age range, who are maybe more susceptible to getting sick. But we also want to look at stress and the immune system. When your body is run down, when your body is in stress and in fight or flight mode, it's so much more susceptible to germs and to stuff, because your body's so busy trying to just keep you alive in this moment of panic that all of your systems are working differently, the hormones being released are different, everything going on is simply there to try and keep you alive in what your body thinks is this literal life or death situation. And this is not, right now, you may be fearful, you may be afraid of what's going on, but your life isn't necessarily in immediate danger, under threat right this very second of like, oh my gosh, you could die. So the level of stress and panic that is created by the fight or flight response is actually impacting your immunity, and it's making you more susceptible. It's weakening your immune system because all of your energy in your body is going towards just like panic to try and keep you alive. Okay, we heal the very best when we are in a state of calm, when we're in a state of safety and security. So healing happens when we're feeling safe. Safety. When you are in a safe place, think about it in any way. Say you are sitting back, you're sitting on the couch right now, your feet are up, you got a nice little fire going or something, you've got a good book, you're so relaxed. Life is good. You don't really feel any stress, you don't really feel any tension, you're not in a panic about what's going on, you feel safe. This is when your body can return to homeostasis and can return to its natural rhythm of healing, regenerating, clearing out. Your body does that naturally. All of the cells in your body are made up perfectly to keep you alive and keep you healthy. But when you're living in this place, you are not giving your body the chance to do the work it needs to do to heal, and therefore you can end up really sick. And this is exactly what I spent a lot of my life in. I was like a professional overthinker and a professional stressor for most of my life. And I would make myself sick with anxiety all the time. And I worked so hard playing university volleyball and stuff like that. And I wasn't eating very well. I was eating a standard American diet, which is really sad. Get it? Okay. And I wasn't giving my body the chance to recover because most of the time I was living in fight or flight or in stress mode. So my body didn't have the chance to just lean back, enjoy a book, relax, feel safe, and get back into its normal rhythm. And this led to chronic inflammation, chronic pain, chronic fatigue. I had horrible acne, horrible digestion. My anxiety was the worst it's ever been because of all these things and because I was staying in fight or flight mode. So all these things just kept me in a cycle of a lot of extra fear, anxiety, and physical pain. It was the most uncomfortable I've ever been. And it was through this understanding and learning about the body and how the body works and the stress response and how our body can naturally heal. Well, the only way it can naturally heal is if it feels safe and if it's in that place where it can just do what it's supposed to be doing. So the way you get there right now, when you're hearing all these things about the coronavirus, and if you watch the news, this is a great time to limit your exposure to the news, because if you have that on in the background all day, every day, it's just keeping you in a state of fear. It's constantly, even if you're not consciously listening to it the whole time, it's hitting your subconscious with fear, with panic of all the things going on. So it's not helping you become more healthy, and it's not actually, you can't change anything from a place of fear. So when you turn off the news and you spend some time focusing in on your health and your overall well-being, and you work on decreasing some of your own stress, you're actually giving your body the chance to heal, and that is going to allow you to then have a better immune system as well, because when you're run down, it's so much easier for you to get sick. This is why people who are stressed out, burnt out, they end up being the ones who get really big colds or really big viruses and stuff like that, just because the body is run down from stress. So if you can use this time, and it's something to be very aware of, because the media is pushing this stress on you. But the more you stress, the more likely you're going to get sick, whether you get sick with coronavirus or you just get sick with some other germ and some normal flu that's going around. Your body is more likely to get sick when you're stressed. So we want to work on tricking your body into safety, which means focusing on the positives. It means not listening to the news all day, every day. It means focusing in on things that make you feel good, looking at actions and things you can actually do that would help any situation versus the fear. Let's just go I have another video. I'll link it up at the top. When you are in fear or you are in love, right? This is not a place where you're going to be very quick to take action. This is not a place where you're man, I've got this great idea of how I can help out somehow. Oh, maybe if I do this, it would help so-and-so, or just inspire people to feel more positive, or there's people who are like taking toilet paper to old folks' homes or doing things like that, trying to make some little positive difference where they can, right? But if you're just in a place of fear, you can't really think at all because your body is just focused on trying to stay alive in this impending doom that is created. But when you're in a place of love and positivity, this is when you think clearly. And this is also why people like meditation, and this is why people like, wasn't it Albert Einstein who said you can't solve a problem from the same place it was created? So fear is just going to help create more fear. If you get out into love and you get out into a little bit more of a relaxed space, this is when you're actually going to be able to think more clearly, and therefore you're going to be like, hey, here's something I can do that could help. Here's something. And a few days ago, I had the news on, and I had I have friends and employees all around the world. I had someone message me from Australia telling me a whole bunch of things that were going wrong with their friends around the world, and I felt the fear and like the weight on my shoulders. And this is what happens because fear is a very low vibrational energy. It brings us down. So I felt myself feeling so heavy, so hopeless, and like he was going on, and then it was like, oh my gosh, the world is gonna end, and like it got so negative, like something from a movie. But do I actually believe that? No, I don't, because I really truly believe that there's a higher power. I believe in love. I believe that things are going to work out. I believe that there's a lot of good things in the world that we can focus on now. And when I shifted myself into a more loving state, I was so much more calm and relaxed, and I actually had the power to then show up on YouTube or show up on Instagram and Facebook and on social media and just help spread more positivity to other people. Because I know there's a lot of fear going on right now, but if I get held down by fear, then not only is it bringing me down, but it also means I'm not going to be able to uplift or help anyone else. So this is a perspective shift you can use to realize, look, your energy and emotions impact everyone you come in contact with. And whether you have a crazy big following on social media or not, if you are in fear, they're going to feel that and they're going to pick up on it, and it might impact them as well. But if you can show up and you can still spread love and you can still look at the good things and you can find something to be grateful for or positive about, then you are going to help them go, it's okay. They're going to see that and feel that, and you can help pull them up with you. Fear is pulling everyone down to that level. Love is lifting everyone up to a higher level. And like I said, fear isn't going to solve anything. It's not going to fix the virus. It's not going to help people's health or mental well-being in the moment right now. So the best possible thing we can do is find a way to shift into the positive, find some love. And when you are in this state, when you have that peace of mind and more clarity, you can actually think about actions you can take that will benefit people, because every small action adds up. And like the last thing I want to say is just, yes, this is an important time to be aware, and this is an important time to be safe, to take the precautions that you can. And I'm sure there are things going on in the world right now that are worse than what I understand, because I only know a very limited amount from what I've seen and read and heard. So I'm not trying to say, let's just pretend everything's rainbows and butterflies and everything's perfect. I understand that there are things going on and it's not perfect. But I also understand that the only thing I can control right now is myself and how I show up, how I feel, and what I can do. And I can't do any of that from here. I can't do any of that. So this doesn't help at all. It doesn't help in any way. Whereas this at least allows you to be in a place where you can potentially do more. And I know, like, I was just in Indonesia, I was just in Bali, I got home a few weeks ago to Canada, and the virus wasn't really being talked about there. There was like some underlying panic and tension. And for me personally, after talking with some friends and also my parents, and just like there were some family things going on, and I lost my credit card. So I had like a lot of things piling up to be like, you know what, I think you should leave. But I didn't let myself be pulled into the fear of like, oh my God, it's the end of the world. I just tried my best to still operate as level as I could and focusing in on, okay, what things do I know? What can I control right now? How can I still take care of myself the best way possible? Because then I can hopefully help others as they need it. Okay, so finding it's not about finding a silver lining in the situation. It's just about realizing that the only thing you can control right now is your own personal energy, your own personal impact. And this is where you can create a positive impact. This is where your energy affects everyone around you, and your energy also affects the vibration of the planet, because the planet is energy. And if you look into all of the different, I don't know why I drew that. I'm not going to draw the world because it'll be a horrible drawing. If you look into like the energy and the meridians and all this stuff about the vibrational frequency of the earth and outer space even. I mean, like there's all these dimensions, there's so much energy going on here. Our personal energy as human beings affects the planet as well. So the more people, this is why the spiritual movement and like the spiritual awakening that's going on is all these people trying to raise it's all these people trying to raise the vibration of the planet. And that comes from being in this place. It comes from blocking off the fear, not getting sucked into this really negative vortex, and focusing on the good things you can do. And a friend of mine has her own business, helping people start their businesses, making differences in the earth and like making sustainable business plans and stuff. And I love what she says, because you can't save the planet on a bad day. So you can save the planet, you can make more of a difference on a good day from this vibration than you could in 100 days from this vibration. This doesn't create any action, any positive movement or momentum, but this one does. So this is going to help your physical health feel better. Your body's going to be in a better place to regenerate, restore, to take care of itself. Your mind is going to be in a better place because you're not going to be so pulled into anxiety, fear, and overwhelm. And your soul is going to be in a better place because it's in a higher vibration that's in alignment to your truest self, which is way, way higher vibration than this ever could be. So be safe. Please be safe. Please take the precautions necessary, but please also know that with what you can control right now, you can still do something to make a difference. You can still do something to help. Your positivity, your attitude, your energy impacts people around you. And now is a more important time than ever to really focus on what you can do as a human being to become the best possible version of you, to get into this place and make that impact. If you want help in terms of the mindset of doing this and letting go of these things, the fear, the negativity, the overwhelm, everything that's holding you back, then check out my free mindset training down below, because it's all about letting go of that, building up your confidence, and helping you align with who it is you're meant to be, who it is you truly are, and making that difference from that place. So it's going to be really powerful and helping you at this time. And honestly, there's no better time than right now to do this work, to become your best self. So you can check that link down below, and I will see you in the next video. If you haven't, please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe. If you found this helpful in this time of the coronavirus, please feel free to share it with those around you who also may need that little reminder of, look, positivity does help. Positivity does make a difference for your health of your body, your mind, and your soul, and for the planet. So thank you guys. I will see you on the next video.